Buddy, welcome back to Mike Drop Sports. I'm Jason. This is Steel City Live. We are appreciative that you're here. Thank y'all for stopping through. We are gonna set some these lights back up a little bit. I had a little bit of a catastrophe there the other day, so when I moved my seat yesterday, but I am back and we are just getting rolling here on a Tuesday. It is draft week. We are rocking and rolling, watching how this is all unfolding and how the Pittsburgh Steelers are coming to life a little bit with some rumors and things of that nature. Still cranking along. So we'll talk about them rumors and we'll talk a little bit about your Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll talk a little bit about the NFL, the big news of the draft coming up and all that kind of stuff. But Thursday we will be live, Sean and I, as we break down the draft. I'm pretty sure Sean's going to join me. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. It's a Thursday, so I'll make sure that he's going to come. But I believe so. What's up, Big Stretch? What's up, Miss Pittsburgh? What's up, guys? Thank you. Make sure you're hitting that like button. I appreciate you guys so far hitting it. As we move into this, are the Pittsburgh Steelers going to move up maybe now? That's the next rumor, and it's coming from a pretty reliable source. A guy that had predicted one of the other moves that the Pittsburgh Steelers made last year, I believe, with the Broderick Jones trade up. So it's a pretty reliable guy that has been accurate on several occasions. So I kind of put a little trust into what he says, a little bit of a value. What's up, Steven? Steel City Live. Let's weld, baby. Absolutely. Let's weld. As we move through here, oh, there's one reporter that I'm not down for all the time, man. I don't know. It's that ESPN lady. I ain't into her too much. She drives me a little bit batty. The Pittsburgh Steelers got their ducks in a row in the NFL Nation mock draft. My pick at number 20, Oregon center Jackson Powers Johnson. That's from Brooke Pryor. I'm just reading some tweets that I had seen pop up. It's going to hurt some Steelers fans if they trade up to number 12 for a cornerback. However, that does seem to be the move for a team to make when they pick up Justin Fields. Yeah, that was from Jordan Sigler or something. I don't know what Justin Fields has to do with getting a cornerback. I don't know. Who knows? What's up, CL? I'm tired of all this. Just get the draft over with and let's go on with OTAs and mini camps. Yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of the draft stuff too. I'm ready for it to start because I'm kind of curious of what they're going to do first and foremost. But yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of it too, man. It's not my favorite thing to do. This isn't my favorite part of the year, not at all. But the rumors still fly, hot and heavy. You still got to look at them, especially if you do what I do here. You got to look at them all. You got to look at all the angles. You got to look at everything, and you can't leave any stone unturned, as our man Omar Khan does. So that's what we kind of got to do, man. And it is that part of the season. And this team's building for the 2024 season right now, trying to build up, and we're going to figure out how this all unfolds. And do they get the players that they need that are going to be necessary to make this thing work, man? And I read something else that was interesting. Are the Steelers putting a lot of stock into this James Daniels just moving back over to center? I'm not sure if I'm really into that, because James Daniels really just getting his feet wet and really just getting comfortable with the Steelers organization, playing guard. I think that that's just something they should just not tamper with. Now, I could see them moving James Daniels over to guard or over to center, putting Nate Herbig in at right guard. Then you still have that question mark whether Dan Moore Jr. can slide over to the right side, putting Broderick at left, Isaac Smallwood at left guard. I think that that would be a solid lineup, but is that something you want to do with James Daniels? And if you're going to do it, you need to do it now, though, if that's your plan. I read you that tweet from ESPN reporter Brooke Pryor talking about her number over her pick in the mock draft was Jackson Powers Johnson at 20. Since really for a long time, I've not known too many centers to be inside of the first round. And I really firmly believe that the way the concussion history's popped up about Jackson Powers Johnson, injury concerns maybe, I'm thinking all those centers fall outside of the top 32 picks. And I think that they're available in round two. Just my theory. Now, will it happen? I don't know. It's just a guess. What's up, Danny George? What's up? Welcome to the damn show, baby. Amen. CL, they have to get a center in the draft. Daniels or Herbig is not the answer. Yeah. Do I think that they are? Personally, I don't think they would be bad. I don't think that they wouldn't be able to do it, but I just don't know if that's the right direction. I would rather get a center. Is it a must? Do they have to have it? I don't. Yes, in my eyes, they do. But do the Steelers think that way? That's the question. And I brought up a question earlier inside of the community section when I made a comment. Former, where did he work? For one of the newspapers downtown. Ed Bouchette. You all are familiar with his work in the city of Pittsburgh following these teams. He asked the question, and I kind of been pondering it all day. Is tackle a need? As some major people think so, a lot of people think so throughout the NFL world, think that tackle is a necessity for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But is it truly a necessity? Or is it more of a want? That was from Ed Bouchette. And I'm kind of on board with that. Is it more of a want? Yeah, I think you can have Dan Moore Jr. be serviceable if he can slide over. But I really want Broderick Jones to be back at that left spot. I think that that's where he belongs. I think that's where he brings the most value to this football team. And I really do think that that should be the case. I think that that's where he should play. So that's the question, though. Is it a need? Is it a necessity? And the answer is truly, if you really do think about it, no, it's not a necessity. I think center is a necessity. I do agree with that 1000%. I think so. I think you need to go out here and get a guy that has a little bit of experience at the college level, that could be a real dog, a real fighter. And I think that that's where you need to get a guy, put him in that center spot, and allow that offensive line to mesh and grow around him. And use a guy like Herbig as your backup, or Daniels maybe as your backup if you're more comfortable with him at center. That's just the path that I think this football team should take. CL Barton from Duke or the monster tackle from Washington is my hope. JPJ is a late first at best. I think I'm on board with the JPJ. I wouldn't want Barton for the center, though, guys. He's not played there since freshman year, and I get that he can do it. And I don't know how you want him, CL. Maybe you want him as a tackle or something like that. Because I think I'd rather have him at another position other than center. I think you need to get a center with experience. I think all these guys that just have like 1 year there, 8 games, something like that, like, or haven't played it since freshman year. Even Jackson Powers Johnson only has 1 year. He was a former defensive lineman. You look at these guys, and I really think the cream of the crop is a Zach Frazier with the amount of experience that he has. Then you look at other possibilities for the Pittsburgh Steelers. If you're looking at tackle, people project that Mims comes from Georgia, comes to the Steelers. They get another Bulldog. But you really look at his injury history, too, and look at the amount of snaps that he's played at Georgia, I believe. It was like 800 and some snaps, 860 some odd snaps. And you look at Broderick Jones in just his final season at Georgia, he played like 900 and some snaps. So you're looking at those injury concerns, and you're looking at the availability of a guy like that. And are you willing to get involved with guys that don't have the best quality, and that's availability? So that scares me off of some of these players too. What's up, Miss Pittsburgh waving them towels, baby? Amen, Matt Barton. We have 2 starting caliber offensive tackles, no centers, 1 starting caliber cornerback, and a wide receiver. Yeah, you have a lot of wide receivers that are 3rd, 4th, 5th type guys. You have several wide receivers that are more guys that are geared toward that 5th wide receiver spot that are going to be lucky just to get special teams reps. I think wide receiver is a big need. I definitely think so. And they didn't take care of it inside of free agency. It's a very expensive position to fill inside of free agency. Absolutely, no doubt. Is the Brandon Ayuk thing over? Absolutely not. I could see that happening after the draft, after this all sorts itself out. But the Pittsburgh Steelers got to get a wide receiver somewhere, and it wouldn't hurt to get 2 of them if it were me. Yes, I'm not beating up Calvin Austin right now by saying that. Calvin Austin, I think, could have a role. And I think Calvin Austin could be a decent ball player, but is he a number two guy? I don't quite think so. I think he could be like a fourth. And that's not knocking him. That's bringing him in situations that are conducive to him succeeding. I think he can blow the top off of defenses, and I think he can get a little bit squirmy and get open underneath. But if you look at a first round talent like a Brian Thomas Jr., a guy a couple of you guys have talked about as wanting to be the first round pick, I believe Tyrone Johnson was really on him. Tyrone, if you're out there, I believe it was you that have really been lobbying for him, and I think that could be a possibility too. You could get him at 20, no doubt about it. Guys, let's just though really cut the bullshit about it. Here, let me catch up on the comments. TD will dispel some of the bullshit. I think Arthur Smith would prefer a lineman. I do too, TD. Tom, I do too. I think so, and I think that's something Arthur really wants is to really solidify that offensive line heading into 2024, knowing what he has to work with and knowing what this team really truly needs. NFL edits, Ravens. No. Stephen Carpenter, give me Frazier over JPJ. Feels like a flop to me. Yeah, I'm in Zach Frazier camp, man. That's where I think I'm at. You definitely need a center, and that has a high football IQ. That has an high football IQ that can read defenses and call them out. Yeah, you got to have a smart guy there. And that comes with what, guys? Experience. And I think that's a big, big thing. Experience. And Zach Frazier has the most out of those guys. Logan Newhouse, hey man, I want to ask this girl out. Oh, come on, bro. I don't have any advice on that. This is football. This is Steeler time. Let's go, y'all. Amen. Matt Barton. The Ravens are really the Crows. Yeah, they are, really. Don't NFL edits here. Let me put you in timeout since you want to spam the chat. I'll put you in timeout for a few minutes. Don't do that. That's kind of stupid. Steeler Nation, rise up. Amen. Matt Barton, Lamar, pick six, Jackson. No doubt, CL. McCaffrey in the sixth round. I like that pick. I like McCaffrey. I would take a McCaffrey all day long. This is Steelers Nation, not Ravens Nation. Let's go. Absolutely, Miss Pittsburgh. Sick 'em. Don't get Miss Pittsburgh fired up. She'll wave you out with that towel now. I love it. But let's dispel some of the bullshit here. And what really I think would be the best thing for the Pittsburgh Steelers to do, in my eyes. Centers typically don't go in the first round. So I think you're going to have an excellent chance to get the centers that are needed inside of round two. I think you can do that, and I think you can do that pretty confidently. And then I really think that if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, where the way this draft has shaken out and the way that this thing is going to go with the amount of depth at certain positions, especially positions that the Steelers need, I think trading back is your best decision. Because you want to arm yourself with a lot of second and third round picks, because I think that's where you're going to get a lot of high value guys that are going to be able to contribute. I really, really do. And I think you could go out and grab a couple good receivers. I think you could go out and get a cornerback. I think you could still get a quality offensive lineman there. You're going to get a center in that big part of the draft there, second and third round. I think that is going to be the real story of this draft. Rounds 2 and round 3. And I think that's going to be the story that is written after it. The amount of quality players that were found. This is going to be like next year into 2025. You're going to hear people talking about the 2024 draft saying, damn, there was a lot of high quality guys taken in rounds 2 and 3 of the 2024 draft. It's just really, really looking like that for me anyway. When you look at the draft boards, and there's so many names, guys. I don't know them all, and I won't act like I do. But there are so many big names, so many guys that you could look at that you turn on the tape and they can wow you. And I really think rounds 2 and 3 are where it's at, baby. What's up, Russ? What's up, man? I'm ready too, man. We're definitely ready. Trade back, pick up more picks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that it's wise, and I think you have a couple partners there that you could really figure it out. And we're going to talk about this trade up thing, though, here, now that we're pretty far into the show here, about almost 15 minutes, too. But you have some partners there, Cardinals, Bills, just off the top of my head. possibly somebody else that would be willing to give you a second, third round guy to move up those 8 spots. I'm pretty damn sure of that. And maybe throw in a fourth round or a fifth round on top of it. Get yourself some quality picks there and continue to build up this draft capital. But this rumor, and would it piss me off if the Steelers did it? No, because I think Quinyon Mitchell is that dude. I think he is that dude, and I honestly think that he could end up being better than Joey Porter Jr. in my opinion. I think Quinyon Mitchell is an elite talent out of Toledo at cornerback. And if the Pittsburgh Steelers got a guy like that to couple with Joey Porter Jr., I really think that this upgrades that defense in a major way, in my eyes. You're really, really locking down the edges. You're going to have two guys that you are able to put out on islands. And that is big. That is really, really big to have two quality cornerbacks that of that caliber, especially inside of the NFL's pass-happy league, a league that is so geared up with scoring. I think that having those guys would be really, truly valuable and allow the Pittsburgh Steelers to really be competitive next year. I think so. But where does that leave them in terms of the center spot? Do they roll with the James Daniels thing now? Those types of things start to pop into your head because you're going to say to yourself, damn, we have to have some weapons. We have to get a wide receiver. Maybe instead in round 2, they pass on that, maybe they give up a future first round pick for somebody else, maybe a 2025 pick or something. Maybe that's how they get that trade up done. I don't know. I wouldn't be pissed about it, and we'd have to see what the value of picks are in terms of the draft package, the trade package that is delivered to the Denver Broncos at 12 is where they predict this Steelers trade up to be. That's quite a jump. That's 8 spots. That's a high amount of value that you're going to use to jump up and move up that many spots. You look at the trade up for Broderick Jones, what was that, 3? 4 picks, something like that. Not a lot. When you're getting into that 8, going toward 10, man, you're giving up hefty value for that. So that's going to be definitely a big move. Not sure how Con tops last year's draft, though, and that's from CL. CL, yes, that was a good one. Major contributors. You had guys that were contributors all across that draft, and that was a stellar draft. And I know we give Omar Khan all the credit. I know we do that, and I do too. I give Omar a ton of credit because he is the general manager, and you take the heat whenever things go bad as being the head guy. You take the heat, but when things are good, you get all the praise too. So it's a two-sided coin there, man. You get it both, or get both sides of that. But Andy Weidel, guys, has to be recognized in this. You heard Omar Khan in that draft press conference yesterday talking about Andy and his value, and that Andy is the draft guy, that the draft is his baby. So we really have to pay a lot of high praises to Andy Weidel and what he was able to do last year for the Pittsburgh Steelers inside of the 2023 draft. It was a team effort, absolutely. And the minute you get outside the frame of saying, oh, it's a team effort, you're asking for trouble. But I really, truly believe that Andy Weidel was a key major contributor to the success last year. And we better enjoy it now and enjoy this draft this year with Andy because he is soon to be a general manager somewhere. Very, very soon. It's just a matter of time. Definitely. Legion of Boom 2. That's from G-Stacks, no doubt. NFL edits. Don't spam my chat, bro. Don't make me put you back in timeout. Up, you gotta go, bro. Goodbye, NFL edits for life. Goodbye. He's gone. You win a ticket. I just don't like the spamming of the chat. That sucks. I don't care if you make comments, but don't spam it. The only thing you're allowed to put in there, spam it with, is the terrible towel. That is allowed. Ross says, Jason, I think Omar will move down 8 and get Frazier in second round, and I agree on the Weidel. He's a draft guru. Absolutely. Trading back is that's when I said we got to cut the shit and really tell the truth about this draft and stop all the big time crazy rumors that are just going on and on and on and don't stop. And yes, I report on them too because they're out there, and that's what I do. I report on this stuff. That's what I chose to do with this channel is give you all the news. And yes, I have to talk about it too. But yeah, man, the smartest thing and the most logical thing for the Pittsburgh Steelers to do is trade back because you still get your guys. You still get your guys plus some, and that's the real thing there. Let me move my light a little bit, guys, because I feel like we're in the dark. We're in the dark a little bit here. Let me move it up a little bit. Gotta adjust. Gotta adjust. That's what happens when you're on the live shows. You just gotta play with it, man, and see how it goes. I don't really like that either, but hey, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it looks here after a while. It was just felt like we were in the dark here for some reason, and that hasn't been happening. I'm gonna have to adjust everything. But again, we're going on the Steel City Live Road show here soon. While our new house is getting finished, so we'll be a month of Airbnb in it and hanging loose everywhere and just getting it done. So that's how life goes when you're waiting on something. Yeah, you could have bought something that you maybe necessarily didn't want, but hey, wait for it. Takes an extra month. Oh well. All right, guys, make sure you're beating the shit out of that like button here. For us on Steel City Live. I truly appreciate it. Only here on Mike Drop Sports. Make sure you hit that subscribe button too. We're about to hit that 3,000 mark, which is a real cool milestone for the channel. But 5,000 is really where we have our eyes set right now before summer. So make sure you do that. And also get yourself a Mike Drop Mafia membership. You get entered into the giveaways. And actually, we're going to be redrawing this on draft night. So make sure you're tuned into the show for our draft night spectacular while Sean and I break down the draft. But we are going to redraw that. Yeah, Doug never got a hold of me, so he must be doing his thing. So we'll give him a chance to get something else later on down the road. I'll give him something else. But we'll redraw that for you guys. So if you're a Mike Drop Mafia member, your name is in the bowl, and you will get a chance to get that. CL, I'd be nervous trying to move up in the draft after the last time they did it. That was a big old flop. The last time they did it, they got Broderick Jones. Forgive me, my dog's barking. Sadie, shut up. That's how you got to handle those dogs. Shut up. Shut up, Sadie. Now, I don't know what she's barking at. She normally doesn't bark. So if she's barking, there's a real reason. But anyway, sorry for that. But yeah, the last time they did it, they traded up for Broderick, which was 3. I think you're referring to the Devin Bush one is what I think you're referring to. And yes, that was a big flop. When they traded up to 10 to get Devin Bush, that was a monumental failure. Definitely was. Should the Steelers trade Najee? If you're not going to pay him, and you know you're not going to pay him, if Omar, Andy, Mike, you all know that you're not going to pay the guy. You know that there's probably not a great chance of working out a contract with Najee. Then do it. You got to. You got to get some value out of him now. That's just the way it goes, sadly. Do I like Najee Harris? Absolutely. But is 60 yards per game production that hard to replace? No, it's not. It's not that difficult to replace. Najee, though, he provides other things that are meaningful. So that does hinder it a little bit, too. I feel like he gets better as the season goes on. I think that he's a quality leader. I think he works hard. I think he's an all-around quality player. But statistically, I don't think that it would be very troublesome to replace that production. Jason, you have got your audio down, pat, crystal clear. Oh, thank you, man. This is a new mic, so glad that it's better. Sorry for the dogs barking. They normally don't bark. My dogs, I have 2 big giant labs that are both about 100 pounds. They're big babies, but they're big, dumb, oafy things, man, but they're sweethearts. And they don't bark at nobody ever. And they're usually really chill and calm. And yeah, they'll get fired up if you play with them or something. But for labs are usually high-strung dogs. But these 2 are really, really chill, man. And yeah, I don't know what they were barking at. So somebody had to be out near the driveway because they might My dogs would never bite anybody, but I have a feeling that if somebody came in unannounced, because I leave my doors unlocked, because they're pretty big, so I don't really care about it. But anyway, yeah, if somebody come in here, they might light your ass up because they don't bark very often, and when they get nervous, they get nervous. So thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. I appreciate you. Yeah, but we were talking about nausea. I think so, man. David Williams. Is it true? Come on, dude. David Williams, hide user for on this channel. Goodbye. David Williams, hidden forever. Goodbye, dude. Ryan Stanley, what's up, Jay Money? I have been listening, not in the chat much. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, mine are big, dumb, and oafy, man. If you have big dogs, man, let me know. I love dogs, and I always said to my wife, like, don't get those dogs because I get too attached, man. And when something happens to them, it breaks my heart, and it takes me a long time to get over it. So they're like people to me, and it crushes me. That's why I was like, don't get those dogs. Well, the first one I said, don't get that dog, and then I felt bad once we had that dog for a few years, probably like 3 or 4 years. I felt bad that she didn't have a buddy to hang out with. So we got the other one. And now that she's like 3 or 4, it's like, damn, dude. Anything ever happens to him, I'll be just crushed, man, crushed, so crushed. It's just like, man, even thinking about it makes my heart hurt. All right, guys, welcome to Still City Live. If you're new, make sure you're hitting that like button. But I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. Make sure you're hitting subscribe. We're talking Steelers, talking NFL, talking NFL draft right now. I still got my mascot. 1975 bobblehead. He's here. Still bounces so good, guys. I got to figure out a cool way to incorporate him when I build the new studio at the new house. I really have some cool ideas. I took some measurements of the man room. It's like a storage room that's underneath the house. So hopefully I'll be able to get that fixed up with a really cool studio. I'm planning on putting like 2 seats and opening it up so it's not like I'm in a booth. So I'm planning on making it kind of cool to where like I can bring people into the house, like into the little studio and do some interviews and things of that nature. I actually got a couple cool things in the works that I haven't let out of the bag yet. We had Merrill Hodge on. But I have somebody else that you might also enjoy that was a former Pittsburgh Steeler, and I'm working on that. I can't announce it just yet because it's not finalized, but I'm working on it. So I've been trying to hold in. It's tough for me to keep any type of secrets, but make sure you stay tuned because that could happen. Fingers crossed we'll get that done. But I definitely have some things in the works. Oh, thank you, Russ. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. Good to have you. We'll appreciate that. Stephen Carpenter, if we get a couple solid O linemen in the draft, Najee might break out. Could be a decent idea to sign him to an extension if they were planning on holding on to him and picking up the fifth. Yeah, I think picking up the fifth, if you had to, surely. Okay, because we got to face the facts, guys. It's not a monster amount of money for Najee's 50-year option. It's less than $7 million. So, yeah, it's a little bit high for running backs at this current market, this current climate of NFL running back markets. But if you work out something maybe along the idea or along the lines of maybe $4 to $6 million per season for like 2 years for Najee, maybe throw him out a fat little bonus or something. Figure out how to work his cap number down a little bit so he's not a monster hit, but still keep him happy financially. I wouldn't be opposed to it because, like Steven brings up there, if this O line really starts to mesh and starts to really get rolling inside an Arthur Smith offense, and the way he wants to do things, at least what we think in theory, how he wants to do things right now with the Steelers, Najee Harris could have a breakout year. He could really, really shine. And I also think the Steelers need to figure out something with Jaylen Warren, because if you looked at Jaylen Warren's contract, he was an undrafted rookie free agent that was brought in. So he's playing on those minimum type money deals. I think there needs to be an urgency to maybe get him locked up for $1 million or $2 million a year and kind of ride that out, and keep that two-headed monster somehow inside of the Pittsburgh Steelers building, because I really, really think that they could be special with Arthur Smith, and I think that they need to just hold on to them here. It doesn't cost you a boatload. It's not going to break the bank to keep them both, but really allow them to grow and see how this could all work out, and then figure out if you want to pay them any type of money later down the road. Matt Burton says, pay Najee. Watch him excel under Art. White has had the bad O coordinator for the last few years. He has had bad offensive coordinator for sure. The scheme, the play calling hasn't been there. You watched when Eddie Faulkner and Mike Sullivan took over the play calling duties and took over the offensive scheme. Just setting up plays and things of that nature and game planning for the week. It was still the same system that Matt Canada ran, but you saw what a different setup and a different approach to it could mean for the Steelers and their running game. And you saw Najee in Seattle, Jalen in Seattle really have a fantastic ball game. And you just saw them really, really shine. And yes, the Steelers had a little bit of success late there, and they really started to show things that they could do with a real NFL quarterback in Mason Rudolph. The running game looked a little bit better, but they had already done the damage. The defense was destroyed and utterly just wore out and gassed. You had players that were playing in, casts and shit, and Minka Fitzpatrick. You had Cam Hayward running around on one leg. They just weren't together, man. They had lost that mojo, and they weren't able to get that stop in Buffalo. And honestly, it's probably for the better. Get those guys into the offseason, allow them to start healing up, get their surgeries they need to get, and start working toward that 2024 season. Because honestly, guys, the Pittsburgh Steelers really can have a dominant defense. And the addition of Patrick Queen, hopefully another cornerback that's a high level. You did pick up Dante Jackson, so you aged out a little bit with Patrick Peterson. You got that guy replaced. I think the Steelers could definitely do well. And I think Nick Herbig's going to shine. I think Keanu Benton's going to shine. TJ and Alex are TJ and Alex. But honestly, I really look for Nick Herbig to take some snaps this year and really make a difference. So I just think they could definitely have a good defense. Russ says we got good. We get good center and right tackle. I think Najee and Jay Warren will have huge years. Najee 1,400, Jalen Warren 1,100 and 400 receiving. That's pretty specific, Russ. I like it, buddy. But thank you for the comment for sure. I think they definitely could, no doubt about it. Center spot, guys, is so important, and I don't think people realize that. Even if you did slide a guy like James Daniels over, he has significant NFL experience, so that could play a key role in intellectual knowledge of, calling out the defenses, calling out the protections, and really solidifying the offensive line in that way. But I think you really need to look inside of this draft for a quality young guy that you can build around. I think so. What's up, D? T-ball master D. I hope your kids are doing good in T-ball, man. Hope you had fun, buddy. Mike Miller is getting a new jersey on his birthday. Justin Field or Russell Wilson. Or Wizen. Now I'm just messing with you, Mike. I say you get I say you get neither. They're on 1-year deals. Get somebody that's not on a 1-year deal. I made the mistake. I have a Kenny Pickett jersey upstairs. We have George Pickens. We have Pat Freiermuth. I have Marquise Pouncey. I have Lamar Woodley. I have Super Bowl jerseys. Ben, Hines Ward. Dude, I probably have like a gazillion jerseys. Actually, I just boxed up a shit ton. We have a signed TJ Watt jersey. Well, my son does. It's pretty cool that he got at training camp 2 years ago. So that one's pretty cool. Really cool stuff. But I wouldn't get. I'd get one that. I'd get one that you actually somebody that's secured for a while. That's what I think with jerseys. It's tough to buy, man. Unless you're like a collector like we do. But we pay like $35 a jersey. We get them online. They don't always have everybody, but my wife has it. I got to get that link from her so I can share it with you guys. I was supposed to share it with the Steeler Nation Australia guy, Mark, too, because I think he wanted some of those. But they're definitely cheap. Najee ran like a bull. end of last year couldn't bring him down. He did. And Russ, that is a good comment because he did come on strong. And I think that that is one of Najee's best qualities is having the ability to grow as the season moves on. And he does remain healthy for the majority of it. You know, he has that great quality of availability. And I wouldn't be opposed to bringing Najee back. The price has to be right, you know? Is he going to be a Derrick Henry type guy inside of Arthur Smith's offense like Derrick Henry was in Tennessee? I'm not sure about that. We'll see. But I think Derrick Henry's just his own special beast, you know? And if people were thinking that Najee's going to be Derrick with Arthur, I don't think that that's going to be the case. But I think you made up a good point there. He did get stronger. He did run like a bull. He was very difficult to bring down, and we'll see how it goes. But I definitely think that he does have a good quality of moving on and growing as the season gets older. Doug P says, you think this is going to be Cam's last year? I think it's a possibility, Doug. And the reason I say it's a possibility is the obvious his age, his injuries that he's had happen. But what I say is why I only think it's a possibility and not a certainty is because just per se, the Pittsburgh Steelers do really wake this offense up next season and do really grow and do make great strides towards winning the Lombardi trophy. You know, I'm not saying win one next year, but get to a place to where it's a real possibility, you know, to where they have a great chance to get there. I think Cam would probably want to come back for another year because that's the only thing Cam doesn't have in his career is a ring. And chasing a Lombardi is all he's doing right now. And I know he made a little bit of stink right after the season about the contract and people calling him out to take a pay cut. But I really truly think Cam is a team player, and I think that he would be willing to do that because what he needs now is hardware. Yeah, money's cool, but he's made a lot of it. So he knows he'll still make a good living, but he's really ready to chase the Lombardi. And I think that that would bring him back for another year. And I think that you will see an extension given to Cam because that's what they do with restructures, guys. You hear those restructures. Those are extensions, and Cam would get a year added on to his deal to kick money down the road. So you could see Cam for another year after that. And it wouldn't hurt. Hell yes, put that 35. I will, man. I got to get it from my wife. Yeah, I got to get it from her and figure it out so I can link it up on here. I might put it on. I'm gonna have a store here on my channel soon to where you guys can do that kind of stuff, t-shirts and all that kind of cool stuff. But I might add that to the whole deal there. Maybe I'll do that and kind of link it that way to make it easier for you guys to order. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. I had to get a drink. We need to get that 7 Super Bowl from Mike Miller. Yeah, no doubt about it, baby. No doubt about it. CL, my brother got a Lima Swede jersey when they drafted him, and I always make fun of him. I would too. Lima Swede. The Swede, baby. Yeah, what a flop he was. Russ says, I think we can win it all this year or next and get Cam a ring. I hope you're right, man. I really hope you're right. I would love nothing more than to see the Steelers win the Super Bowl. Nothing more than that. That would be something special. My son upstairs, who's a teenager now, has never got to see the Steelers win a Super Bowl. The last time they won a Super Bowl, he was a baby, and he was just born. He wasn't very old. I remember watching it at my parents' house, and it was Super Bowl 43 against the Arizona Cardinals. And what a game that was. Yeah, that was the last time. So he's really anxious, and he's always talking about it too. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Oh, I posted a cool short today too. About James Harrison when we were talking about those teams, those Super Bowl teams, the last team to win a Super Bowl for the Steelers. I was talking about James Harrison earlier, and it made me want to make a short out of some James Harrison highlights. And whenever I was bringing up just a little bit of research, looking for highlights and things, I found one part where he had said, "You don't know who I am, do you?" And that was to an interviewer who was like, "Hey, how did the draft process go for you? And he looked at him and was like, you don't have a clue who I am, do you? And then they said, well, how did the draft go for you? And he's like, look, I wasn't drafted, but thank you. And he walks out of the interview. And I cut that into part of it to where he was like, you don't know who I am, do you? And with big hits. So go watch that. I put a lot of his knockout type blows on there. So it was a cool one. Come on, dude. Let's put user in timeout. Goodbye, BlackBerry. I don't know what that was, Mike. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting the like button for us here on Steel City Live. Become a Mike Drop Mafia member. Get yourself entered into the giveaways. We're going to redo that picture, so that will still only be last month's people. Everybody that's a new member will get into next month. Well, that will happen, in May. Around May 12th, I believe, something like that, I believe. Hold on. I'll give you the exact date. It will happen in May 10th. It will happen. That's my wife's birthday, actually. That'll be our live show that night. So we will give away $50 cold hard cash to one of our Mic Drop Mafia viewers next month. So make sure you're hitting that like button for us. Make sure you're joining the Mafia. Make sure you're subscribing. I think we needed like less than 150 last time I looked to hit 3,000. So let's do that. Let's hook that up for your boy. I'd really, truly appreciate it. Tomorrow night, we have Sean on the show. We'll continue to break down this stuff. And I know, guys, bear with us. It's getting dry. And I try to make it as exciting as possible, but you can only say so many things about the draft. I get that. But once this draft takes place and OTAs and mini camps really start to get going, this year is really going to take off and it's going to be in full swing before you even know it. And yes, the NFL is basically a year-round business now, so it's not like it used to be. I know some fans turn it off, but you guys that are diehards, you guys are really on it all year long, so we deliver it all year long. But definitely, once this draft kicks off, we are going to have a lot to break down and a lot to go with, so stay tuned. These next couple days, it is what it is. We're getting through it. But the draft night is going to be awesome, especially the draft show. Sean and I will have a lot of fun, and we won't talk all football the whole time. We'll joke around. We'll have fun. We'll do it up. We will definitely have a lot of cool things going on. And tomorrow night we'll give away that pic, or not tomorrow night, Thursday night at the draft party. We'll give away that picture, and maybe I'll throw an extra giveaway in there too. You never know. What's up, Sean? Mike Miller, I'm coming to Pittsburgh, PA on May 1st, 2025. Mike Miller, 40th birthday. Go Steelers. Mike, why do you refer to yourself in the third person all the time? I just noticed that. Every comment, Mike, you says Mike Miller's coming there. I love it, man. That's funny. I'm not knocking you for it. It's just amusing. I just thought of that when you commented again and you said, Mike Miller, 40th birthday party. That's good shit, buddy. You make me laugh. Thank you. I appreciate it. But hey, man, maybe we'll see you. Maybe we'll see you around. I don't live down there, but I go down here and there. Definitely when the season's on, you may see me down there. And don't forget, guys, if you go to the training camp, keep an eye out for me, man. Stop and talk to me. Introduce yourself so we can hang out and bullshit and watch some Steelers. Sean says you always have great discussions, bro. We have dissected this draft like a true class of science. Yeah, we deserve a draft degree, man. It has been a long road, definitely. Thank you, Sean. Are you coming Thursday, Sean? You in for the live show for draft night, right? It don't start until 8 o'clock, my time. Thomas reviews. Come on. Let me put this user 24 hours. Goodbye. I love that remove button. Like, when you get douchebags in there, it's like so fun. It's so gratifying. So really satisfying to do that. Ryan Doran, baskets tonight. Give me a winner. Mavs or Clippers. You're doing great, by the way. Thank you, Ryan. Mavs or Clippers. And I know nothing about the NBA. Let me go out on a limb here. And I'm going to go with my gut. Pick the Clippers. I think the Clippers got it. And I know nothing about basketball. All right, Sean. Sean's in, so for sure. I told you guys I'd ask about that. Yeah, go with the Clippers, Sean says. There you go. But yeah, guys, this draft stuff is going to be really fun. Sean and I will make it fun. We're going to give away that picture again. And like I said, maybe I'll throw another giveaway in there. We'll see. We'll see. We'll hook it up for the Mafia members. It's like Christmas on draft night. You're getting to unwrap new presents, man. You're getting to see exactly the direction of this team, and that's really cool. And you saw that press conference that Omar and Mike did the other day. Yeah, yesterday. They ain't giving you shit, man. And all those media people are down there, and they are asking their ass off to try to get something out of those guys. Like literally trying to like ask any question they can. And then I hate to knock people, dude, because I don't want to knock people. I think it's shitty to do that, like people in the media, knock people in the media. But that ESPN lady, Brooke Pryor, I just ain't down for her, dude. She has some weird shit, like dumb shit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't think she would be a bad person. I'm not saying that, but just, I don't know. I don't know. It's like just because she works for ESPN, you hear her in those press conferences, she'll just like talk like over somebody and like, oh, I work for ESPN, so I get the questions. See, I wouldn't be down for that. I couldn't play nice in the media down there in that building. I wouldn't be cool. I could be cool to some of those people because I think they're good folks, but at least from what I see on them from their YouTube channels and shit. But man, I wouldn't be down for that. I'd be like, excuse me, like no thanks, man. Thank you for getting rid of those Ravens fans, especially since I live in Baltimore area. I'm 30 minutes away from M&T. Oh, that's awesome, Matt. I used to live in Camden, Wyoming, Delaware, right outside of Dover, Delaware, and I used to go over to Baltimore all the time, man. And a lot of my friends there were Baltimore Ravens fans because Delaware doesn't have any pro teams, so they have the U of D, Joe Flacco's home. We used to go up there and party at University of Delaware and shit. They have Del State, NASCAR. That's about all they got. But yeah, Baltimore fans through and through everywhere there. A lot of Eagles fans. You were kind of in the mix, the Eagles and Baltimore people. I went to the Link one time, watched a game when the Steelers went to Philadelphia long ago, and I got beer thrown on me. I think I got spit on. It was like really not a good experience for me. I had my Steeler jersey waving loud and proud. That was back in the days. Things were a little more violent. Russ, I am so glad you're doing Draft Show. We'll be here. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, Russ. Stephen Carpenter, you're not alone. Russ, so it's not just me. I think Brooke Pryor is rude and thinks she's privileged. I do too, dude. I'm not knocking her. She might be a cool person. She might be a really fun person outside of that building, but I think just because she works for ESPN, she's kind of like, I do what the fuck I want. I ain't into that. It's just not my thing. I don't know. I'm big on respect for people, and I'm not trying to like be some goody two shoes because I'm definitely not. But I just think you should pay people a little respect, man. Just be decent. And I think talking over people and cutting them off, I don't think that's respectful. I know you have a job to do and shit down there, and it's kind of like a cutthroat business. But you don't have to play in that game. I don't know. I'm over it. I was just bringing it up. Matt Burton, I have to be undercover Steelers fan. No Steelers stickers on my truck. No, you don't want to get your shit jacked. Everybody born in the U.S. is privileged. Yeah, I guess. I wish I was privileged. I guess I kind of am. I guess you could say that. That's an accurate statement, D. I'll agree with you there. Robert Miller, what neighborhood you from? What hood am I from, Robert? What hood are you from? I'm from the hood of Morgantown. That's my hood. Motown. I'm actually not from here. That's where I live now, though. But I'm actually from a place called Connellsville, Pennsylvania. South Connellsville, to be exact. Can't forget that. South Connellsville all day, baby. Yeah, I miss Pennsylvania. It's just like, yeah, it is what it is. I miss it. I'm close, though. I'm pretty close. Even the poorest person in the U.S. is in the top 1% globally. Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So even like the people living on the streets are richer than some of those people. That's pretty crazy. That's nuts. That's a crazy statistic. Yeah, go Steelers, Mike. No doubt. Where are you from, Robert Miller? I went to school with a kid named Robert Miller. What up, Sean? Neville Island. Oh, cool. So you're down near Pittsburgh. That's cool, man. Oh, let me hit. Oh, there we go. Adjusted. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button, man. Make sure, because we have 15 likes for the show. We've been almost up to 100 live viewers concurrently, that at least I've seen. So make sure we're hitting the shit out of that like button. Beat it up, man. It's the easiest, freest thing you can do. Yeah, you can get super chats, all that kind of stuff, but the like button is where it's at. Make sure you're hitting that like button. It is the best thing you can do for your creators. Russ says, "Wow, my wife is from Uniontown. Love people in that area. So damn nice." Yeah, man. Where do y'all live now, Russ? You all still live in that area? You still out and about in the Fayette County, Fayette-Nam, as they like to call it? Make sure you're putting your comments, questions, and concerns in there, guys. This is just kind of a laid-back Tuesday show here. We're about 51 minutes in, so we're just talking Steelers. Yeah, not a lot of people watched the show earlier today, but I brought up a possible option of getting a wide receiver in round one with the 20th overall selection, Brian Thomas Jr. Out of LSU. A lanky guy, 6'3", 209 pounds. Graded out of like an 86 in the combine. I don't put much stock into that bullshit. The combine grades, I think it's stupid. But what do you guys think of maybe getting a wide receiver in round one? Maybe the trade up to get that cornerback. I don't know. I think the Steelers trade back and grab some more draft capital. I think that that's the best thing. Yeah, these draft grades, guys. I go on here to this draft analysis a lot and look at players and look at their scores. And honestly, I don't even know why I do it because I think it's really stupid, man. There's like two things on here that I actually value, and 90% of the people don't even do it. And it tells you exactly what drills mean something. Like this guy, Brian Thomas Jr., didn't run. What drill do you think that he didn't run? I'll give you a hint. Three cone. There you go. Yeah, didn't run the three cone. And I think that that is a drill that you could actually get something from. You can get a guy's change of direction quickly. How quickly do they change direction? You know, that's a valuable, you know, drill that they do that you could really get some insight. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Let's go. That's cool. I am wondering what the plan is for Herbig. I really hope to see more of him. I think you will, Sean. I think you will definitely see Nick Herbig a hell of a lot more next year. I think he is a budding superstar. I really, really do. His motor don't stop, man. And I know people say, oh, just saying high motor don't do nothing for me. Okay, dude. What else are you going to fucking say? Some of these people, man, they get on my nerves with that shit. He does have a high motor. He goes 100 freaking mile an hour, dude. 100 mile an hour. And I love that about him. And it causes him to disrupt the offense and make big plays. He had more sacks than Myles Garrett in the final 7 weeks of the season last year. And that was a guy that got like 5 snaps a game on defense. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. I like to throw that statistic out there because I think it means something. Definitely does to me anyway. When you're getting that limited of reps and every rep that you take, you cause some sort of disruption. You do something pretty much special all the time, every time you're in there. It's a pretty damn good sign to me, and I like it. I like it a lot. What is Najee seeking in his deal? I don't know what he is seeking. That hasn't really leaked out there, at least in my research. I haven't seen that, Kahari. I think, though, he's looking for something a little bit more along the lines closer to probably 10 is what I'm thinking. He would think in his head would be a reasonable number. Probably 8 to 10 million a year is where I think Najee in his head thinks that he is valued. Now, do the Steelers value him at that? I highly doubt that they would pay a running back 10 million, 8 million a year. I think he would have to be more in the $4 to $5 million per. Maybe max 3 years, something like that. I think that that could work. I think that that could keep Najee locked down, and I think that that can make Najee happy. We live in Hershey, PA, have huge family in Uniontown, 7 brothers and sister-in-law, and 14 nephews, 6 nieces, so spend a lot of time in Uniontown. We did new move there for 6 months, moved back here, better pay. Yeah, I like Hershey, Russ. I've been there. I went to Hershey Park before with my grandmother and stuff. We had a good time there. They play in Hershey, PA. Here's a cool little thing. They play the state football championships for Pennsylvania there in Hershey, PA. So you get to see some good high school football there at the end of the season. So it's a pretty cool dynamic up there when they do that high school football stuff. But yeah, man, definitely better pay than Uniontown area. Not a lot of jobs there. Pittsburgh Steelers have a good drum line. Can't remember. Is that what Taylor? I don't know what he got. I think it was more than that. It might have got 8 to 10. I thought you meant the lower part. He might have. I don't know what he got. I can't remember either. And Stephen Carpenter says Herbig just needs to put on size. He was getting pushed around on running plays. Yeah, a little size wouldn't hurt, but I think that he could use some technique to overcome a little bit of that. But you're definitely right. Size does matter in a lot of aspects in the NFL for sure. You have to definitely be able to be really quick, speedy, and versatile to overcome some of those issues whenever you lack size, especially at a position like he plays. But I think he can overcome it, and I think he can add some weight too and get stronger also. I think he's still in development. I definitely do, but I think he can do some special things. And I think they need to move him around a little bit. Don't let him be very predictable. Move him around. Allow him to play with Alex and TJ out there on the field at the same time. Put him in weird situations, man. Be very exotic. If you're Terrell Austin, I think going into 2024, your main thing for this defense shouldn't be the main goal and the main motto of your defense should be different. You should be different. You should do different things and utilize the guys that you have on the roster. And don't hide anybody. Don't limit anybody. Get them out there, man. Move them around. Put them in different positions. Who cares? Guys, we got to really face the facts here. And we'll move them back onto the comment section. The NFL, yes, the Steelers. What are we known for? 3-4 defense. That's our pride and joy. That's our base set. But I'm going to tell you, if you watch the games, and I know all of you do, you're diehard fans, and you see it as well as I do, 98% of the time, they are in sub-package defense. They're not, they definitely are. So collecting athletes, man, maybe not worry about position as much sometimes. Get as many high quality athletic defenders as you possibly can and make it work. And you're in sub package all the time anyway. What's it matter? Just let it roll. CL, I'd like to get that nose tackle from Texas in the 4th round. People say he's a more athletic big snack. Boy, wouldn't that be nice, CL? I miss Casey Hampton. He was so disruptive, and he meant so much to that Steelers defense. So very much. Sean says if the Steelers don't pick a center or tackle with pick 20, I hope they grab another lockdown corner that would solidify our defense and help them big time. No fly zone. Amen, man. That's the rumor now. Definitely that that they trade up and grab the 12th overall pick from the Broncos. We'll see, and get that corner from Toledo. Boy, that would be nice. But man, I don't know what they'd have to give up. In Hershey, they play a Big 33 football game between PA and Ohio, and every Super Bowl has had a Big 33 player in it till 5 years ago. Not sure if the streak is still going. I think that is still an active streak, Russ. Yeah, definitely the Big 33 game meant a lot. Ohio, Pennsylvania has always been a hotbed of high school football. It definitely has. I'm pretty sure Toledo corner will be around at 20. Russ tag team WWE champs Axe and Smash Demolition. We're from Connellsville. I did know that. I'm from Connellsville. Yeah, I did know that. Also, somebody else was from there. You ever hear the Clarks, Russ? The band, the Clarks. He's from the lead singer. Is from South Connellsville, where I'm from. That was a pretty cool thing. There's been some several good players, man, come through Connellsville. Definitely. Several good players, several good wrestlers, as you pointed out. Guys have done a lot of things, man. There's been a Heisman Trophy winner from Connellsville. Connellsville is one of the few places that has a Olympic gold medalist in Johnny Woodruff, and a Heisman Trophy winner in, what is his name? I can't remember. It'll come to me, but they have a Heisman Trophy winner from Connellsville, Pennsylvania. Jeffrey Moore, I'm pretty sure a Toledo corner will be around at 20. I don't think so. Nah, he's going to be gone in the top 15, no doubt about it. He won't be there at 20. I can almost guarantee it. I think there are other teams that are also Jeffrey involved in wanting to trade up and get him too. Russ, yes, seen Clark's play several times. Great band, yeah, they're pretty cool. Kari says Minka played in the box a lot last season due to necessity. He actually looked good due to size and athleticism. Do you think this could be a more prominent this season? I think actually you'll probably see less of it with the addition of Patrick Queen because I think that he had to come down and help those linebackers. I think they're going to allow Minka to probably roam around a little bit more and be a lot more free than they have been in the past. Well, at least last season, and allow Minka to get back to Minka that he was whenever he first came to the Steelers, flying around, making plays, being everywhere, being unpredictable. And I think that that's what you'll see a lot of Minka doing this year. Also, that'll depend on how they feel like a slot cornerback type role and all that kind of thing, too. Who's our number one guy? TJ Watt, best defender in the world, man. And that was from Monkey Butt. CL, give Denver our first and Justin Fields for the 12th pick. Their quarterback room is really bad. Could work, CL. Yeah, and then if you're the Steelers, you better draft one. Wayne's World told you can't have Cortland, but we'll take Levi Wallace from you. Oh, man. Boy, you're a winner there, Wayne's World. Levi Wallace. Woo, buddy. Man. Don't spend all that in one place, buddy. You are a team of riches out there, my friend. You're like, buddy. Oh shit! I got a cramp. It made me laugh so hard when you said that. I dropped my light too. But that made me laugh so hard when you were using Levi Wallace as something to rub in our face. Oh shit! That's funny, dude. Oh, shit. He said Levi Wallace, baby. Oh, shit. You got a gem there, Wayne. Kari, TJ got robbed. He always does, no doubt. What's up? What's up, Hugh? Monkey Butt, I meant like on our draft board. Oh, on the draft board? I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. Because we don't know who's going to be on there. I think the best prospect is Zach Frazier in my eyes. I just love that guy. And I could be dead wrong about him, but that's my favorite. I think he can contribute early, and I think you get him at the right value. Is he the best center? I don't know, but I think he is. I think he has the most experience. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. Same. No, I'm not. Mr. Blue, hey, can you give my country a big... No, we don't do shout-outs, bro, unless you pay me. No, I'm just playing. I always say that to people. You don't do that because I won't give you a shout-out even if you do it. Monkey Butt, yeah, makes sense. Our QB is Russ. That's the only thing that's funny. Your QB is Russ. That's the only thing that's funny. How's that funny that he had 27 touchdown passes last year and the NFL MVP on offense had 28? I don't know. I don't know what's funny about it. You ran a shitty system last year that wasn't tailored to a guy like Russ. Yeah, Russ had some struggles again with Nathaniel Hackett, but he wasn't truly horrible with Sean Payton. He really wasn't. The system wasn't a system in which he plays. Or his strengths are utilized. Not at all. Definitely not. So it is what it is. Yeah, but you can't, Wayne. I appreciate you coming and watching, but next time, don't try to rub Levi Wallace in our face, bro. You got to come with something better than that. Even throwing Russ into our face, you're paying $38 million for him. Wayne, you've got to use two things that just don't matter, man. That make the Broncos look dumb. Not you. That make the Broncos look dumb. Yeah, the Broncos are footing $38 million of Russell's salary. We're paying $1.21 million for Russell Wilson to have for 1 year on basically yeah, hey, come play. And you're like, yeah, your quarterback's Russell Wilson. You're paying for it. Oh, shit, dude. You're paying for it, bro. What? Come on, Wayne. You're not even saying nothing now. You can say something else. Come on, bro. Keep them coming. You use Levi Wallace as one. Okay. 38 mil is pocket change. We have the richest GM in the league, general manager in the league. He don't pay the salaries. You mean owner. Okay. 38 million. You're the one paying it. We got him for free. It doesn't matter if you got the money to pay it or not. You're still paying $38 million. And if you have the richest owner in the league, which is what you meant to say, why are you winning titles? Why are you better? Joe Green, monkey butt. Jacob, if we don't pick Lyman in first round, we're cooked. Nah, that's wrong. That's wrong, Jacob. I don't think we're cooked. I think it would be wise. Is tackle a necessity, guys? Ask yourself that now, though. Is tackle a necessity? Is it a must-have? Could this offense not survive if they don't get a tackle? Ask yourself that question. Yeah, ask yourself that question. Can this team not survive, you know? Yeah, yeah, you are tripping. We won a Super Bowl in 2015. When was y'all last Super Bowl? Oh my God, dude. Come on. We have 6 Lombardi trophies. How many you got? There you go. That's my rebuttal to that. And we've won in the modern era. Yeah, the line is D, absolutely. But is it a necessity? That's what I want you guys to ask yourself. Is tackle something that's do or die? You know what I mean? Is it a deal breaker? You know? I think center really is. But I don't think a center is going to, I don't think center you need to pull the trigger in the first round. I don't. We'll see, though. And I still think you can get quality offensive linemen later in this draft, too. Round 2, 3. I definitely do. Yeah, Denver did just get Zach Wilson, CL, and he's making fun of Russell Wilson. Have you went back to back, though? Yeah, we have, dummy. Come on, Wayne. Yeah, we have. Damn. The Steelers dynasty of the 70s ever ring a bell to you? 4 Super Bowls? I'm pretty sure they went back to back. Let me make sure about that. Hold on, wait. Let's see. Don't say it up there. Let me just verify, because now I'm worrying I'm wrong. I think I'm right, though. Let's see. Hold on, buddy. Don't go nowhere. Wayne. Wayne, don't go nowhere. We're making sure I'm verifying for you. Yeah, 78, 79. 78, 79. Oh, my Lord. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, 78, 79. Yeah, and 74, 75, 78, 79. Have you went back to back? Yeah, we're talking 70s. You asked if we went back to back. Wayne, come on, bro. Damn, dude. I just wanted to verify the dates. I didn't want to be wrong. If you had the best O-line in the NFL with Jalen and Najee, you'd win the Super Bowl. Yeah, probably right, D. No doubt about it. You'd probably be pretty damn good. No doubt about it. You asked Wayne and you got the answers, dude. You're here giving arguments that are just off the wall. Have you ever went back to back? Come on, bro. You're talking about the Steelers, one of the best franchises in the NFL ever. Come on, man. Let's look up Denver's championships, too. Let's go with, let's get on Wayne a little bit. Denver Broncos. Yeah, let's go with that a little bit. Yeah. So, how many you have? 3? You have 3? That's it? You only have 3 championships and you're here and talking shit against the Steelers with 6? Really? Next month, Ron, May 10th. Make sure you're here. You got to become a Mafia member, though, to be in the drawing. Wayne is a jag off. Yeah, Wayne, you're a tard, bro. What up, 4-time champ? No, everyone's excited for the NFL season, bro. Oh, probably TJ. Probably TJ Monkey Butt. What's up, Ivy? Steelers have proven to be good with less than stellar tackles, but they did tend to have inferior linemen to pick up the slack. Our interior linemen to pick up the slack. Yeah, it's just it depends on how this all goes, man. You really got to just see how they gel together. That's just how it's going to be. If they had an awesome offensive line, absolutely they're going to do good. They have two good running backs, but we'll see. Pull up Denver. That is that they suck. They're no Broncos. They're ponies. This is my answer to Wayne. Good one. Mine's Larry Ogunjobi. Larry Ogunjobi. Monkey bot. All right, I'll give it to you. I don't think he'd be my favorite, though. D says if they kept Rudolph and Johnson, then patched the line in the defense, you'd have 7 Bardys after this season. Yeah, you never know. Mason might have some hardware then, baby. Jason just destroyed Wayne's world. Yeah, he was funny. I'm really surprised everyone still thinks we're going to finish last in the division. Yeah, I think that's I mean, I could see why they say that, but when you change the whole quarterback room over, I get that, but I think they're a little off base. What's up, Ivy? Yeah, don't spam, Ivy. Don't spam. I see you. I'll get to you. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We've been going for 71 minutes. Wayne wore me out with that 71 minutes. Wayne wore me out with that bullshit. Yeah, we got to leave Wallace. Oh, my. Well, pin a rose on your damn nose. You got Zach Wilson, too. Great, bro. We're pumped. We're pumped for you. We're pumped for you, Wayne. Come back, Wayne. Wayne. Oh my God, dude. I don't give a shit that you beat us in the 2015 playoffs. Oh my God, Wayne. You got to come with better shit than you're coming with, brother. Please. Please. Don't go Google shit and then come back on here. Wayne's World. Come back for the draft show so we can make fun of you guys a little bit more. It's fun. I appreciate that, Wayne. We'll make fun of you Broncos fans. We have no problem doing that. All right. Well, we're going to get off here. 2015, Obama was still president. Yeah. While back. Yeah, he wanted to bring up he asked the question and then said, have you ever went back to back? We said yes. We went back to back 2 times, 78, 79, and 74, 75. And then he goes, are we talking about the 70s? And then he goes, oh, yeah, in 2015, are you still mad about that? I was never mad about it in the first place. The week before, we got beaten, battered, and bruised, and some thug knocked out our best wide receiver. It happens, dude. It happens. Yeah, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, Wayne. It is what it is. Come back for our draft show, though. We'll be live for the first round, Wayne. Make sure you come back because I'd love you provide quality entertainment. I love to laugh, so you definitely will do that. All right, guys. Tomorrow night we'll be back at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sean will be joining me, so we'll have a great show. That'll be right ahead of the draft, and then Thursday night, Sean and I will be back at 8 p.m. So don't look for our regular live show at 6:30. We'll be live for the whole first round of the draft on Thursday night. So make sure you join us for that. It's going to be a blast. Also, we'll be redoing the giveaway on Thursday. So if you're a Mic Drop Mafia member from last month, you will get that. And new members, look for the next giveaway on May 10th for $50 cash. So make sure that you guys are liking, subscribing, and helping us out in that big way. And until tomorrow for our daily upload, everybody go watch those daily uploads, man. We've been lagging on our views here in the last week or so on our daily uploads. So let's get those views up and get our likes up on there too. So until tomorrow, guys, I'm Jason. This is Steel City Live, only on Mic Drop Sports. Peace.